Hi everyone, my name's Alexa McNamara,
Emmarie Moore.
This is Quan.
and for our project, we researched the financial movement FIRE, which stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. We show how this is attainable through budgeting and a passive income through investing.
Welcome to Stony Finance Lab channel.
These are our sources. Some places we cited from are Forbes, NASDAQ, and Washington Post. We included some important keywords to know. Our first is FIRE, Financial Independence Retire Early, which is a financial movement in which an individual can retire early through extreme savings, being frugal, and investing their money. Passive income is money coming in that does not require too much work. Most of the work is upfront. A budget is a financial plan for a specific period of time. Portfolio optimization is the process of selecting the best portfolio and maximizing return and minimizing risk. Return is the money made or lost with an investment, while risk is the degree of uncertainty in an investment decision. Lastly, a brokerage account is an account with a licensed brokerage firm in which an investor can deposit money. For some background, we will define our targeted investor group, investment goal, and investment vehicles, which are all crucial to understanding how to achieve FIRE.
For our targeted investor group, it is for recent college graduates, and we will help improve their budget by focusing on a financial goal. Our investment plan will also get them to start planning to free themselves of student loan by the time they graduate. We figured out how much college graduates can potentially save up by reducing their expenses over their 4 college years. In our research, we gathered that college students spend an average of $4,000 in a year on food, and that comes to $333 a month on food. And a student also spends an average of $1,300 on rent and also $1,200 on other expenses. And that puts them at $3,000 a month. And we definitely think that is way too high, and we want to cut them down to $1,400. And the breakdown is $1,500 on food, $700 on rent, and $600 through other expenses. And by saving the difference in the original budget versus the after budget, someone can save $1,500 a month, and that is $72,000 in 4 years. The average student debt is $32,000, and taking the difference, paying after subtracting the loan, that results in $40,000 saved by the time of graduation. The investment goal is to retire by age of 35 and live on passive income from investing and also adopting a more frugal lifestyle. Thus, the first step after graduation is to readjust monthly spending. Even with your income, the student or the person can still maintain a low budget and come to putting their expenses to roughly $2,160 a month. In our first example later on, we will follow the investments of individuals with a $50,000 in salary and also with an annual saving of $24,000, because the expenses on $2,000 a month puts them at expenses of $26,000 a year. Our investment vehicle will be utilizing brokerage account to invest in equities. This would grant our investor a way of budgeting, portioning the money into the stock market and to live off of this passive income.
In order to achieve the goal of early retirement, it's important to consider the entire process of investing, including risk versus return, as well as common mistakes to avoid when achieving FIRE. In order to get the most out of your investments, we suggest using the strategy of portfolio optimization, which is the process of selecting the best portfolio out of the set of all portfolios being considered according to some objective. And the goal of this strategy is to maximize your profits while minimizing any possible costs in the portfolio due to things such as risk. Portfolio optimization is typically done through a bottom-up approach, which analyzes the individual stocks of companies and considers the company's overall financial health and performance over time with historical data. The asset distribution within the portfolio is very important for the optimization as it provides a balance between the risk and the expected return on each investment.
Our first person makes $50,000 a year and saves $24,000. The expected rate of return is 10%, and the portfolio starts at $64,000. The breakdown is that the person starts with $40,000 in saving and annual saving of $24,000 a year. And by the end of the first year, our investor will have $70,000 at the end, and with a change of $6,000 in between. And continuing this down all the way until the end of the 15th year, the individual will have accumulated roughly $1 million. And at this point, our investor will continue to make $100,000 a year from 10% rate of return. And this is a high salary of 66th percentile in America, and is enough for someone to retire without following a strict frugal lifestyle. However, if the person continues to live on a frugal lifestyle, they can continue to put more money into their investment account so that $100,000 can easily be the least they can make. In our second example, we follow individuals with a higher income range, and this one would be at $100,000, and the expenses will be the same, which is $26,000, with the same budget that we figured out earlier at $2,160 a month. And by the end of the first year, the starting portfolio value is $114,000 with a rate of return of 10%. So by the end of the first year, the change will be $11,000 in gain, and resulting in $125,000 in portfolio value. And the end of the second year, it will grow to $219,000. And the end of the third year, it will be $322,000. The rate at which this increase at 10% is a lot more higher compared to a person with a annual saving of only $24,000, because this person saves $72,000 a year, taking away expenses of $26,000. And at the end of the 15th year, our investor will save up a total of $2.7 million in their investment account. And this is their new net worth, and it can make them easily retirable. And with a additional passive income of 10%, which puts them at $270,000 starting at year 16. And in both our examples, our investor have reached FIRE by age of 35. Some mistakes to avoid and principles for success. Make sure to save money and continue being frugal because life can get expensive. Be on the same page as your partner. Retiring early can mean different things for everybody. And do not start spending irregularly once you retire. And never swear off work forever. Make sure to plan how you will spend your time off. It's likely that others around you will not have the same lifestyle now because you are financially free. And do not panic and sell if the market is going through a rough patch. And do not fail to diversify your portfolio. Always make sure your portfolio is diversified so that you can continue to reduce your risk and to maintain your expected return. Now I will pass it back to Emmarie. She will continue to wrap up our presentation.
And finally, we have a summary of the main points from this presentation. By using portfolio optimization and investing a majority of your salary, a recent college graduate can soon achieve FIRE, retiring with at least $1 million in their accounts and generating a passive income of over $100,000 per year. We hope you can use this information to help improve your investing.
Thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.